I'm in love with your body. Come on, be my baby. Come on, be I'm in love with your body. Come on, be my baby. Come on, be I'm in love with your body. Come on, be my baby. Come on, be I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you.
Go to bed. I'll make a cup of coffee for your head. I'll get you up and going out of bed.
Yeah, I don't wanna fall asleep, I don't wanna pass away. I've been thinking of our future cause I'll never see those days. I don't know why this is happening.
At the World Finance Sustainability Awards 2023.
Captain, you're doing it again.
Sorry.
Wizz, the low-cost airline that's a class above. Book direct at wizzair.com.
Seasoned with Szechuan pepper, Himalayan pink salt, fennel seeds. Oh, my signature touch.
Oh, come on. Who's got the pockets for all that? To give your salt and pepper chicken full-on flavour, just add a Coleman's recipe mix to whatever you're cooking. They're a spice rack in a pack. For great nosh, for less dosh, cook with Coleman's recipe mixes. Full-on flavour.
Customer service matters. Octopus Energy is the only Which recommended energy supplier. Octopus Energy, recommended by Which 6 years running.
This is LBC with David Lammy. Call 0345 6060 973. Text 84850. Alexa, send a comment to LBC.
There's a text message here from Maria which combines this hour and the last hour. It's heartrending. David, she says, my 24-year-old son has ADHD and autism. It took until he was 15 to get a diagnosis. 2 illegal school exclusions, a child protection plan not acted upon, 0 support from school despite the diagnosis, little support from social services. He's now in prison, and all that implies for his future. I'm well educated, and I'm okay financially. So this is not just a matter of social class. The consequences for all the family have been horrendous. It is impossible to know what might have been. But when released, I worry about the life chances of a person with his diagnosis and a criminal record. Maria, thank you for texting in. And there's another text here from Annika who says, I've been working in a school for the past 12 years. I've worked with many children, with many SEN children with early intervention and one-to-one support. I've seen these children improve. But now with funding cut, the school sometimes use the money on other areas and other priorities. Marmy in Dagenham. Marmy, thank you for calling in. Marmy, this is not a great line. Let's just try again.
Oh, can you hear me now?
That's better. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Sorry. Good morning. I'm a bit nervous. It's my first time.
Don't
I've been
be
listening
nervous.
to LBC, but it's just my first time.
Don't be nervous.
First of all, I want to thank you for discussing this topic. It's quite sensitive for me because of the experience I've had over the past, I think, 10 years with my son. He's now 19.
19.
And he was diagnosed with ASD and ADHD.
Yes.
And for someone like me who English is not my first language,
yes,
was extremely difficult to even understand teachers trying to tell me and even read. I'm dyslexic, so even putting things in writing for me was extremely difficult for me to understand. And also, which comes with excluding him almost every day.
There? Can I just pause there? Because it's very interesting. A lot of text messages, a lot of calls are from parents with children with SEN, and the parent themselves has a mild or has some SEN. So it reminds you that a lot of this is genetic, in truth. But do carry on. Yeah.
So with my own experience as a child, I was beaten up. My parents never understood me, and seeing my son having to go through all my experiences that I had to go through as a child, which is still affecting my mental health now, was extremely difficult for me to watch him suffering, you know, especially in a country where which is even developed than where I was coming from. And he was getting exclusions almost every day, nearly permanently excluded. And thank God I met this teacher who sat me down to explain to me in a way that I could understand. And I was so fortunate that I met someone like her, because for me, education was very important, and I never understood my son's special educational needs. So even though they were excluding him every day, I still took the time to take him for extra classes. And this woman was a kim0 tutor. So she had to call me after a month and said, I can see that you are struggling. I can see that you don't understand. Your son can't simply sit down. And I can see you are trying all your best. But if you don't get the right support for him, it will get to a time where you will not be able to do it anymore. Then she asked me, how is he like in school? I burst into tears because that week he was excluded. So the woman said, don't worry, I'll help you. She sat me down and she took her time to explain to me. And I had to, at the time, go through private everything because I felt that was the only that was the only time I could get people.
Was this to get him an education, effectively?
Yes. Or, I mean, private assessment. Because
private assessment, right.
Yes, because even though the woman tried to help me, go here, call this person, the local authority will bring an educational psychologist. They are limited with time. So they don't even explain things for you because it takes the parents, the school, and the community to raise a child. So if a parent is not understanding their own child's needs, it's, even though putting some support in place for them in school will still be very difficult.
Mommy, how is your 19-year-old son doing now?
You know what? The reason why I called, I was just dropping him to football. He was in the car listening to you, and we could both hear the passion when you started introducing this topic. And he said, Mom,
I've got
thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I thank the people who helped me got the EACP.
Yeah.
Because going to the right secondary
But you
school
shouldn't have had to go private to get it, Mommy. That's the point, and that's why I'm raising this. God bless you for doing all that you can for your son. And, you know, I know what it's like, but it shouldn't be about means. And too often it's about means, and too often it links to the criminal justice system. It's totally, totally unacceptable. Mummy, God bless you and your son. Thank you so much for calling in. Nikki in Waltham Forest. Nikki.
Hiya, hey. I'm using a different name because I've been working in Waltham Forest in different special schools for some years now, and and people, anyone listening will know who I am. And
totally understand.
A little bit difficult.
Yeah.
But my mum called me because she listens every week, and she said that I should listen because we're talking about it all the time. She knows what difficulties we have. I've been working with children with special needs in mainstream primary, and then I moved into special school because of the fact that I found that within the primary I got to a point where there's nobody to learn. I couldn't help the children that were under my care as well. I kept on having to fight for them and their parents. And I felt like I didn't have the expertise to help them. And I wanted more training, but there was no money for more training. And I said, I can't help them. I need to go somewhere where I can learn from experts. And so moving into special school, I did find those people, and it was fantastic. So I want to say that within special educational needs, when children are when they're being met as individuals and sat with and spoken to and talked with and observed and with their parents as well, when that happens, when the staff that are working with the child really know them and know their families and work as a team, the difference it makes when the EHCP is valuable, when the EHCP has useful, meaningful targets, the children's life turns around, and it's fantastic. And I'm very happy that I've been able to experience that and know that's the case. So I wanted to just reassure people out there that their staff working in these places and working with these children, there are a lot of people trying their absolute best, but unfortunately, those people are under so much strain, and they also there's, and what I found is people that are working their absolute best, they don't have the training. And I would say for quite a few years, I was in that group, you know, and I'm faced with children with EHCPs and things, and I'm thinking, I don't know what to do here, and there's nobody for me to ask because the lack of expertise within CEOs of academies or the overarching principles are coming from mainstream, and they are trying to use the funding in a very blanket way within special school systems sometimes. And what happens there is the individual EHCPs that we get, we can't actually
Nikki,
implement
you're
them.
throwing up this other problem, which is the balance between mainstream education and specialist education. Obviously, there's been a big push for many, many years for children to be who've got special educational needs to be in a mainstream setting. I mean, in the end, in the world of work and all the rest of it, it's, you know, you've got to be able to adapt to a mainstream setting. That's where you do need the provision in the average school, whether it's an academy or a local educational authority school, to understand what those needs are. But often, but there are going to be a number of children who can't cope with a mainstream setting, or they're better off in a specialist setting because the child gets the support that the child needs.
Exactly. Well, that's the problem. I mean, the things that I've worked with some families where they've been asking, we want our child to go back to mainstream, or can our child be in mainstream, or should our child be in a special school? Because there are a lot of children that are on the cusp that should be able to thrive in mainstream, but they can't because of those issues they get. So this is the what I kind of mostly wanted to say is that I've read so many EHCPs and I've been on lots of annual reviews, which is you're supposed to, the targets of each child get reviewed every year by a team, including any social worker, the teachers, any other services involved, mental health, things like that. And everyone sits around and we talk about what's happened throughout the year. That's the ideal. And then you reassess the targets and everything is updated so that it's useful for the child's life and helps them best. And the family are obviously the centre of that. However, in my experience, having read, this is in mainstream and in special school, but the paperwork and the time it takes and that's involved, the amount of the staff in mainstream and in special school are not trained to do it properly, and so many of these so you get your golden paper, you finally get your EHCP, but I
Nikki,
can tell you that those targets are not actually working. Let me just read
this text message. David, an EHCP is no guarantee that the child will get the provision documented within the plan. It's often not worth the paper it's written on. Being a parent of a SEND child, life is made torturous by the bureaucracy. Needing to monitor your child's provision is being provided. Fighting for the most basic human rights. Training is not being provided to education staff so that these kids can get an education. Non-speaking children not being given communicative aids. And the list goes on. So that's the broader point that you're making. Nikki, thank you for calling in. Thank you for all that you're doing. The time now is 11:45.
LBC. Nick Ferrari at breakfast.
It was the week that Call the Commissioner returned to LBC, and you had the chance to put your questions to the Metropolitan Police Commissioner, Sir Mark Rose. Yasmin's in Camden. Yasmin, you're through to the Commissioner. Nick in Putney, you're through to Sir Mark. Go ahead with your question. Jane's in Hayes, your question to the Commissioner. You exclusively heard his verdict on the terror suspect who escaped from a Category B prison.
It does seem odd that someone who's charged with terrorist offences is not in the high security.
And with the number of rapists and other serious offenders in his ranks, I asked him, why do the bad uns go to the Met?
There's some big issues for policing across the country in this. Because we don't have a clear route to sack officers who fail re-vetting, systems fall into disrepute.
And you can cop the show tomorrow morning from 7.
Nick Ferrari at breakfast. Back tomorrow morning from 7. Listen on your radio and on Global Player. LBC.
One more time, honey.
Right. So Volvo are offering free servicing for up to 4 years, 0% APR, and quick delivery of the car.
What's the catch?
No catch. It's just free servicing for up to 4 years, 0% APR, and quick delivery on a brand new Volvo.
So, I still don't understand.
Daddy, it's just free servicing for up to 4 years, 0% APR, and quick delivery of the car.
The adult
What's the talking, darling?
Order online or search Volvo New Car Sale Event to book your place between the 8th and the 11th of September. It's just a good offer. Volvo.
Available at participating retailers on selected new cars while stocks last. 50% minimum deposit. Finance provided by Volvo Car Financial Services UK Limited. Terms apply.
Holding on to the last drops of summer? Turn up the things you love with Boots Hearing Care. Whether you're getting those last strolls in at the beach,
And here we are.
dining al fresco while you still can, or even just a quiet day in the garden.
Do you want another drink, love?
With up to £500 off selected invisible hearing aids and interest-free monthly payment plans, there's no better time. Book your free hearing check today at bootshearingcare.com. Boots, with you for life. See bootshearingcare.com for details.
At Lidl, we're thrilled by your love for our bakery. You're saying that our 30-hour sourdough for £1.20 is absolutely elite. That you've caught feelings for a 65p hand-finished chocolate brownie. And that our 55p all butter croissants will forever have your heart. Now that's big on quality and always little on price. Subject to availability, selected stores excludes NI.
Are you receiving tax credits? If so, this message is for you. Tax credits are coming to an end, and most people will be asked to apply for universal credit instead. The Department for Work and Pensions is writing to tax credit claimants. You won't be moved automatically, so look out for your letter explaining what you'll need to do and by when. And there's also lots of support to help you make the move. Get ready for your universal credit switchover. Search Understanding Universal Credit today. Eligibility criteria apply.
Maybe you could take up a new sport like paddle tennis or open water swimming. Perhaps you could escape on your break to peaceful green spaces and waterside walks. Or possibly discover an abundance of art and culture right on your doorstep. At Canary Wharf, you can work, live and play the way you want. From diverse dining to exciting events and so much more, explore everything our unique urban neighbourhood has to offer. Visit canarywharf.com to discover more.
The ultra-low emission zone has now expanded and operates across all London boroughs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, excluding Christmas Day, to help clear London's air. The new boundary is clearly signposted and does not include the M25. So, if you haven't already, check your vehicle now. Search TfL Vehicle Checker. To the Mayor of London and TfL, every journey matters.
This is LBC with David Lammy. Call 0345 6060 973. Tweet at LBC. Text 84850.
Barbara in Havant says this is the usual short-termism, the argument that the state cannot afford and that it's too expensive. If the right support is provided as early as possible, the state will be paying for all the benefits. Health costs, prison costs, loss potential down the line. Basically the usual short-termism. And another one here. Hi David, I have a son with SEN who's out of school for 4 years. He's now in a specialist school, which is fantastic. I had to take Surrey County Council to court twice to get him there. I want to give people the name IPSEA, which is IPSEA, which is an organisation that really helped me know the law around this. I'm now following the same procedures for my daughter, who also has SEN. So the fight goes on. Ben in Birmingham, thank you for calling in, Ben.
Hello, hey David. Thanks for letting me on the show. So I, as you can tell, I've also got learning difficulties. And I was going through school in the 2000s where we had a Labour government. And from my experience to all the experiences that we're hearing on the line, it's so different. I mean, when I heard of the 20% reduction in what they're funding for special education, it's horrifying. Considering all the need and help people like me needed through school and college and uni that I received because we had the budget for it, or the government gave the budget for it. And I do not understand.
As a result of that, what are you able to do now?
Oh, pretty much everything. I mean, here's the thing which really infuriates me, is people, they hear me talk and I go, oh, he's got problems learning, and I do. I've got problems learning like words, and I stutter a bit. But I went to Oxford University in the end.
Oh, that's incredible, Ben. That's wonderful.
And I became a robotics engineer. And like a heavy, like, I am like a senior robotics engineer these days. And, you know, so anyone who's got, like, kids who've got special needs or are struggling at school, like, I know because I struggled. Because I'm good with my hands, because I'm good with maths. I'm all for English. And unfortunately, our education system, a lot of it depends how good you are in English, because you need to write down your thoughts on a paper. So for me, I struggled at school. I got 8 GCSEs, and in fact, as I was on the line, I recently moved, and I've actually got still all my documents from when I was in a special needs school, back when I couldn't talk, So I couldn't talk till I was like 11. I couldn't say a word. Couldn't figure it out. And I've got all the documents here from school to uni.
How old are you now today, can I ask?
Pardon, what was that, sir?
How old are you now?
I'm nearly 30, sir.
This is what happens when you invest and support people.
Yes. And that's what we need. We need a Labour government that invests in people. This Conservative, I know what they're doing. They are looking at the cost of people who have got special educational needs, and they're going to think, oh, these people like me, we are never going to earn enough to pay off the taxes that it will cost for us to go through the system, and for us to have all these additional costs, because we need additional teachers like I did, additional lessons like I did, and all these additional help that we need through school, for college and uni, and we'll never pay it off. So they're like, well, there's no point, because they only think in like very rudimentarily of like numbers. But me, like, I'm not boasting, but I'm on like 45% tax bracket now, so I'm going to pay off that and pretty much most of my friends' education as well. So
Ben, thank you for calling in and just highlighting what success looks like. I'm very, very grateful indeed. Someone's also texted and said, can you share the Oliver McGowan petition? Oliver McGowan training is now mandatory in the National Health Service. Oliver died because he was not listened to when he clearly explained that he was not supposed to have particular medication which should be administered. He was autistic. Paula McGowan, Oliver's mother, has currently got a petition to have this training made mandatory for schools. That's the Oliver McGowan petition for those who are interested. Sharon in Exeter in Devon. Sharon, thank you for calling in.
Hi, I'm not really sure how I can follow that last call. That's just such a...
I know, I was sort of, tears were welling up in my eyes. As I said, this is personal to me. One of my children has special educational needs, and so I've been through the system with my wife. My wife's a real champion on these issues, but it's tireless, it's endless, it's very hard work indeed. And just hearing Ben's story, just, the success at the other end, it's just wonderful, wonderful to hear. Sharon, what's your experience?
So my personal experience is I have a child with an EHCP. She has severe special needs. She has a condition called Lennox-Gastaut syndrome, which is a severe learning disability and severe epilepsy. So actually for us, it was relatively, and I use that term quite strongly here, plain sailing in getting an EHCP, because her needs are so severe that there was no dispute from the county. We at local authority just couldn't dispute that. So she's in an excellent special school, and that's going well. But part of my experience of being a parent carer to a disabled child is being part of this community, and I'm just horrified at how...
Not only can you listen to this amazing radio station on FM and digital radio across Manchester, or you may even have the app, good on you, but you can also listen to us on your smart speaker. Whether you're working from home now or just need something like during your weekend jobs, it's dead easy to ask your smart speaker to enable Access Manchester.
Cadbury brunch bars include an oat, a marginally darker oat, an oat sure. Another bit that's kind of like an oat, but definitely not an oat. More oats. And a nice layer of Cadbury milk chocolate. See? Now you're listening. Cadbury brunch. Mostly oats, but actually tasty.
You're about to tell them, guys, turn it down, Dad's having a nap. But wait, you're staying at a Novotel. You can just take them to the other room, order some snacks, and have a proper movie night together, finally. At Novotel, you get to be less mother and be more mum. Get 50% off the second room on your family stay. Find out more at novotel.com. Terms and conditions apply.
MoneySup signed a new great job saving customers serious money. Now let's think bigger.
What about giving away cuddly toys?
Toys? I said think big.
How about a rewards club for all our customers? On top of making big savings, we'll give them rewards to spend however they want.
Oh, I like that.
The new Super Save Club from Money Supermarket. Earn rewards when you save with us on car insurance, broadband, and more. Saving supercharged. Qualifying purchase with an account. Rewards include prepaid MasterCard, 18 plus UK only. See site for T's and C's.
Whether you need a
And
decorator
right.
or double glazing, that's a job for the Trust the Trader professionals.
Turn right.
Find yours at...
I like this piece. The artist speaks to the pressure on men to conform to the tough, unemotional stereotype. Look at his wide stance and hard edges.
Actually, sir, that's the sign for the men's room there.
Turn right.
With Paddy's Wonder Wheel, you get a free spin with a chance to win cash prizes every day. So even if you're wondering if you've said the wrong thing, you won't be wondering when you get your next free spin. Paddy Power Games. One spin per player per day. Each prize carries individual T's and C's. Eligibility rules and T's and C's apply. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
EasyJet's Big Orange sale is now on, with up to £200 off package holidays. But hurry, our sale won't be around for long. Search EasyJet Holidays. Get out there. Selected dates up to the 31st of October 2024. Book by 11 p.m. the 12th of September 2023. Holidays minimum spend required. ATOL protected. T's and C's apply.
Notice a funny smell? Like rotten eggs? It could be gas. If you smell gas inside or out, always act fast and call the National Gas Emergency Service. It's free to call 24/7. Call 0800 111 999. Save the number 0800 111 999. Cadent, your gas network. Make sure you know who to call for other gas issues. Gas meter or bill issues? Call your gas supplier. Boiler or appliance problems? Call a gas safe registered engineer.
Have you got an old car that's hit the end of the road? Turn it into money today with IJKs. Contact us and we'll tell you exactly what we'll pay for your scrap car. And the price we quote is the price we pay. We'll pick up your car on the same day and dispose of it to government standards. Get money in your bank today the quick and easy way. Call IJKs on 0161 224 9119 or visit ijkscrapmetal.co.uk. Show us the metal, we'll show you the money.
This is Access Manchester with the latest news next.
Club card accept.
Sounds like someone's lowered prices with their Tesco Club card. Like Tesco finest pork sausages and bacon, 2 for £5. Or Muller Corner vanilla and banana chocolate balls and flakes down from £4 to £2.50. With Tesco Club card, everyone can feel the lower prices. Tesco, every little helps. Majority of larger stores, sausages and bacon end 19th of September and yogurt ends 31st of October. Sausages exclude Northern Ireland. Club card wrap required.
106.1 FM, online, on the app, and on your smart speaker. This is Access Manchester News.
Thousands of people who survived the Morocco earthquake have spent the night sleeping rough. More than 2,000 people have died. 3 days of national mourning's been declared. Nadia Cryer was in Marrakesh when it happened.
It just was terrifying. I mean, in 2 minutes, I was thinking I'm dying. So that's why I'm smiling today. I'm alive. Because I see the buildings falling in front of my eyes.
The Justice Secretary says 40 inmates moved out of Wandsworth Jail after Daniel Khalif escaped. The terror suspect was captured in Norfolk yesterday. Alex Chalk says the correct protocols were in place at the prison, but extra precautions are being taken now.
There is additional governor support. That's to say somebody who is a former governor with specific security expertise. She is on site. In addition, there is further HMPPS, so prison service resource and support. And out of abundance of caution, we've ensured that around 40 prisoners have been reallocated to other parts of the estate.
Rishi Sunak thinks China may have been interfering in British democracy. The Prime Minister's met the Chinese Premier after it emerged 2 people arrested on suspicion of spying for China. One of them was a parliamentary researcher. An industrial-scale cannabis farm's been uncovered in Oldham. Police think the plants inside are worth £500,000. They've not made any arrests. Manchester City's Kyle Walker's got his first goal for England on his 77th appearance for the national side. The Euro 2024 qualifier against Ukraine in Poland ended in a 1-1 draw. George Ford kicked all of England's points in a 27-10 victory over Argentina to start their Rugby World Cup campaign. The fly half slotted over 3 drop goals and 6 penalties in Marseille. The Sail Shark player says they need to build on that performance for next Sunday.
The reason we went and played like that tonight is because of the way we went about our preparation. So we understand Japan have got different threats, and we've got to be wary of that. But the most crucial thing is for us to improve our own game, keep on getting better, and put ourselves in position to go and play well again.
Manchester weather. Turning cloudy with widespread heavy and thundery showers this afternoon with risk of hail and lightning. Highs of 25 degrees. That's the latest.
Manchester.
One more time, honey. Right. So Volvo are offering free servicing for up to 4 years, 0% APR, and quick delivery of the car.
What's the catch?
No catch. It's just free servicing for up to 4 years, 0% APR, and quick delivery on a brand new Volvo.
So, I still don't understand.
Daddy, it's just free servicing for up to 4 years, 0% APR, and quick delivery of the car.
The adults are talking, darling.
Order online or search Volvo New Car Sale Event to book your place between the 8th and the 11th of September. It's just a good offer. Volvo.
Available at participating retailers on selected new cars while stocks last. 50% minimum deposit. Finance provided by Volvo Car Financial Services UK Limited. Terms apply.
Cadbury Brunch Nut includes nuts, obviously, more nuts, another slightly smaller kind of nut. Look, it's got a lot of nuts. That's why it's called Cadbury Brunch Nut, due to a nut quantity that's frankly bordering on excessive. So it's really mostly just nuts. And a nice layer of Cadbury milk chocolate. Ah, bet your ears pricked up there. Cadbury Brunch. Mostly nuts, but actually tasty.
Start a career where you'll help people and keep communities safe. A career where you'll learn new skills and could earn a funded degree. Become a key part of London tackling crime night and day, where every shift brings new challenges. With thorough training, opportunities for progression, and a starting salary of over £33,500. If you want a career that matters, become a police officer with the Metropolitan Police and make a difference to your future and to London. Apply now. Search Join the Met.
This is the sound of a grade 8 harpist who also has time to run their own bakery. Thanks to Intuit QuickBooks automated invoice reminders, she never has to chase payments. So suppliers can never pull on her strings. Get peace of mind. Get QuickBooks. Not available on self-employed.
EE Broadband is made for the great British summer. You know, when the glorious weather has everyone at home and you're doing work calls from home. You got one teenager streaming from home.
Another TikToking at home.
And a third one bringing her whole footy team to game from home. With EE Full Fiber Broadband, you get the speeds you pay for, even when everyone's online at home. This is home broadband made for summer.
Limited availability. Check coverage at ee.co.uk/coverage.
Nothing's hit the Bank of Santander harder than Santander's millions in cashback.
So we've all seen Santander's annoyingly great cashback thingy.
They've got cashback.
We're gonna fight back.
We believe in you and you. So what are we gonna do?
What do fighters do? Win. So what are we gonna do?
Dunno.
Santander customers get a share of over £10 million in cashback every month.
The monthly figure is based on cashback paid across a number of Santander products during the last 6 months.
Access Manchester.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. It was a nice ride.
I'm
66 on DVD.
Book now at easyjet.com. Get out there. Selected flights up to the 20th of March 2024. Book by 11 p.m. the 12th of September 2023. Flights one way. T's and C's apply.
Money Super 7, great job saving customers serious money. Now let's think bigger.
What about giving away cuddly toys?
Toys? I said think big.
How about a rewards club for all our customers? On top of making big savings, we'll give them rewards to spend however they want.
Oh, I like that.
The new Super Save Club from Money Supermarket. Earn rewards when you save with us on car insurance, broadband, and more. Saving supercharged. Qualifying purchase with an account. Rewards include prepaid MasterCard, 18 plus UK only. See site for T's and C's.
Whether you need a decorator or double glazing, that's a job for the Trusted Trader professionals. Find yours at
Go straight on.
The future is unpredictable at times, but the Open University are the experts in distance learning, allowing you to fit study around your life. What's more, you'll have support from dedicated tutors every step of the way. Now, suddenly your possibilities are open. Search the Open University to find out more. The Open University, the future is open.
Are you receiving tax credits? If so, this message is for you. Tax credits are coming to an end, and most people will be asked to apply for universal credit instead. The Department for Work and Pensions is writing to tax credit claimants. You won't be moved automatically, so look out for your letter explaining what you'll need to do and by when. And there's also lots of support to help you make the move. Get ready for your universal credit switchover. Search Understanding Universal Credit today. Eligibility criteria apply.
At Lloyds Bank, we're here to help our customers protect themselves from fraud. 2 out of 3 online shopping scams now start on social media. Watch out for sellers promising prices that are too good to be true or rushing you into making a bank transfer. For more useful guidance on how to protect yourself from the latest scams, search Lloyds Bank Fraud Hub. Lloyds Bank, by your side. Sourced from Lloyds Banking Group's own data from 2022.
XS Manchester.
So it starts and it ends, and you'll be doing it all again this time next week, when you wanna be free. Did you win? Did you lose? Did you get the Monday blues first thing in the morning? It's just the same old story. She says, don't let it, don't let it, don't let it, don't let it down. No.
Manchester. FM. This is XS Manchester.
With the biggest range of cars to buy entirely online, it's no wonder everyone's cinching it.
I cinched it while on holiday in Cornwall.
I just cinched it with free home delivery.
Shh, this is a library.
Class, repeat after me. I cinched it.
Cinched it.
With so many great reasons to buy, the nation aren't just nailing it, they're cinching it. Comparison against equivalent retailers. Visit cinch.co.uk/range claim. Delivery to GB mainland, Isle of Wight and Scottish Islands only. T's and C's apply.
EasyJet's Big Orange Sale is now on, with up to 20% off flights. But hurry, our sale won't be around for long. Book now at easyjet.com. Get out there. Selected flights up to the 20th of March 2024. Book by 11 p.m. the 12th of September 2023. Flights one way. T's and C's apply.
As Nigel opened his Amazon parcel, it was love at first sight. Sleek design and effortless cornering. This vacuum cleaner screamed quality and for a price lower than he ever dreamed. 5 stars from Nigel. With star reviews from you and star prices from us, start your search on Amazon today.
Who says you can't mix business and pleasure? Our American Express business cards let you earn points on your business transactions, from paper clips to online ad spend. Points that help you enjoy something pleasurable. Like a nice relaxing massage on a spa weekend away. The card is for business. The points are for pleasure. Search Amex Business Card. Terms and annual fees apply. 18 plus subject to status.
This is the sound of a grade 8 harpist who also has time to run their own bakery. Thanks to Intuit QuickBooks automated invoice reminders, she never has to chase payments. So suppliers can never pull on her strings. Get peace of mind. Get QuickBooks. Not available on self-employed.
Notice a funny smell, like rotten eggs? It could be gas. If you smell gas inside or out, always act fast and call the National Gas Emergency Service. It's free to call 24/7. Call 0800 111 999. Save the number 0800 111 999. Cadent, your gas network. Make sure you know who to call for other gas issues. Gas meter or bill issues? Call your gas supplier. Boiler or appliance problems? Call a Gas Safe registered engineer.
Welcome to 32 Red Online Casino! Incredible! Play over 500 games, including exclusive slots, the Cube, Tipping Point, and I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here! Join 32 Red and get a bang tiny welcome bonus up to 150 quid. 150 quid? That's incredible! Visit 32red.com to claim. 18 plus begambleaware.org. New accounts only. Minimum £10 deposit. Up to 50 times wagering. Max stakes apply. Visit 32red.com for full terms.
Thanks, everyone. That was a great session. Right, I've got to get back to it. It's a busy day. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, could I have a vanilla cone, please?
Tom, you haven't muted yourself.
Oh, yeah, with chocolate sprinkles and raspberry sauce, too.
Tom!
That was a bad idea. A dedicated business connection made just for you? That's a great idea. With BTnet, you get a connection dedicated to your business only. Search BTnet to find out more. BT means business. Terms apply. All connections are subject to survey. Full terms available at business.bt.com/terms.
On 106.1 FM, online, on the app, and on your smart speaker. This is XS Manchester News.
From Global's newsroom, I'm Tim Humphrey. The Justice Secretary's revealed around 40 inmates at Wandsworth Prison have been moved while they work out how a terror suspect managed to escape on Wednesday. Daniel Khalif was eventually recaptured yesterday. The breakouts raised questions about alleged understaffing and overcrowding at the less secure Category B facility where he was being held on remand. Phil Wheatley used to be Director General of the Prison Service.
It is madness to run the prison service on absolutely maximum capacity with no leeway, because when something goes wrong, the system can't cope. It's like running your car constantly with the rev counter on red. You wouldn't do it. You know eventually that will cause breakdown.
Rishi Sunak's confronted his Chinese counterpart at the G20 summit in India over what he calls unacceptable interference in British democracy. As after reports, a parliamentary researcher with access to senior Conservative MPs was among 2 people arrested in March on suspicion of spying for Beijing. Morocco's national football team has been donating blood to help survivors of Friday's powerful earthquake. More than 2,000 people have died. The TUC says it's reporting the government to the United Nations Commission on Workers' Rights. It's in connection with new laws on strikes following action recently by medical staff, teachers and rail workers. And Sir Mo Farah has finished 4th in the Great North Run, the final competitive race of his career. Ethiopia's Tamarat Tola won the men's race in a time of 59 minutes 58 seconds. From Global's newsroom, you're up to date.
XS Manchester.